Welcome back to the channel. I have some interesting news concerning the Chevy Colorado and the GMC Canyon. Now, the ZR2, man, that is an awesome mid-sized truck. The Colorado, the Canyon, they're great. They're really great trucks. The ZR2, though, absolutely awesome. Definitely one of my favorites. But we got some big changes coming to it this next coming year. Obviously, we know the next generation's coming up. It's getting a small facelift, a couple odds and ends, but it's got a big change coming under the hood. Now, this may be hit or miss for some of you. Not going to lie. Got to keep an open mind. Now, obviously, in the mid-size competitive market, you have the Ranger, the Tacoma. Next year, we're getting a new Frontier. Obviously, that's kind of been pushed to the side. It's been the same truck for, God, 15 years. And then we got the Colorado Canyon. Now, the Chevy, Ford, and Toyota, they're the biggest sellers. The Ranger is running a 2.3 EcoBoost. Now, that's kind of been hit or miss with some people too. It's a 4-cylinder turbo, but it puts out an ungodly amount of torque. 270 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque. The Colorado Canyon, on the other hand, has had a slew of different engines. It's got a base model 2.5 cylinder, the 2.8 liter Duramax, and the 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6. Now that puts out 305 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque. Now that's not bad, but it's not really going to compete much with the Ranger that has 310 pound-feet of torque. But here's where it gets interesting. It's been reported by a couple of different journalists now that GM has said they're doing away with all of their engine options. The 2.5, the Duramax, and the 3.6 V6 all gone for next year. You're only getting one option. Just like the Ranger, no choices here. The 2.7 liter 4-cylinder turbo. Now, if that sounds familiar, that's the same engine they're offering in the Chevy Silverado. In that configuration, it puts out 310 horsepower and 348 pound-feet of torque. Now, if they keep that configuration, that greatly outpowers the Ford Ranger. As a matter of fact, it outdoes it by 40 horsepower and 38 pound-feet of torque. They also said it's going to get mated to their 10-speed transmission. Also, just like the Ranger. Obviously, we know that those two share the same transmissions. It has been co-developed, so not a big surprise. So I guess this is where you're going to either love it or hate it. I mean, you're not getting the naturally aspirated V6 sound. So you're going to have to be acceptant, I guess, of a 4-cylinder sound coming out of the truck. But it's going to be more powerful, way more torque on the low end. It's going to tow more, and it's going to be faster. And frankly, in the ZR2 that is lifted and has bigger tires and is actually put through more punishment, that extra torque is going to be huge. It's going to be so beneficial. But then again, you got to be able to accept that 4-cylinder sound. This is where it's been hit or miss for a lot of Ranger owners. They like that naturally aspirated sound of the V6, but they love the power of the turbo. And honestly, I've been one of those guys where I wasn't sure how it was going to go over with the Ranger with the 4-cylinder. But once you get behind the wheel and you feel the torque and you feel the power and that turbo, you can't help it but love it. I mean, you really can't. Now, I know some of you are going to absolutely hate this idea, and there's going to be some of you that love it. And I'm hoping you love it because this is going to be a big deal. That much torque, that little of a truck, it's going to fly, it's going to tow, and trust me, it's going to be a good thing. So obviously, I want you to drop your comments down below. What do you think of the new 4-cylinder turbo-powered Colorado and Canyon? Honestly, I don't think it's a bad move. I like it. Obviously, anything with boost, gonna have instant torque, lots of torque. So again, throw your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I know you want to, and I'll catch you next time.